long angle like this tall BS stuff. What the hell is wrong with YouTube and live streams now? Alright, well, I guess we're going to do this way. Alright. So, as you can see, right here in this door, you can sort of see a shade color. It's slightly off. So, there's that look right there. You can see it in there. It's slightly off, like it's white behind there. So, what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to come over here and get in here and get the paint, because the guy, he wasn't supposed to do that. Somebody had put a couple holes in this door and a couple holes in the other door. Supervisor replaced the other door with one, and they painted it. He painted that one, but this is this other door. Here's the back side that the painter couldn't really fix. Here's the crack right here where the first hole is. There's the one hole right here on the door. You can see that one hole right there on the door. And then somebody punched it right here with a bigger hole. So they filled it in with putty in there, and the amateur painter guy that does this for a living, you can see that color, that discolorization right there. Look at that. How do you mess that up? So I'm going to break open the can here of the paint and redo it myself. My paint can's not in here. Where the fuck did it go? What the fuck did this guy do with my fucking paint can? Rushed. This is supposed to be a fresh paint can. This is pretty much brand new. That is a brand new fucking paint can. Alright? You can already see this. You see this? This. Right there. You didn't put it on right. Whoever that was that used it. I'm going to scooch y'all back a little bit. Alright? That right there shouldn't even be like that. You can't just put the lid fucking like that, alright? This is pretty much a brand new paint can. Look at that. Look at that. I can literally tip it over like this. That should be pouring out right now. That right there is a no-no to actual painters. It's rock solid. You can hear that. That's at least that thick right there of paint. That's another reason why we got that spot right there on the door that we're trying to paint right now, because he half-assed shit. Alright? All you need is either just a pocket knife knock it down just a little bit, but because it's been in there so long, you got dry paint right there, all along, right here. You got dry paint. Oh look, paint is so dry now that right there, where I was just trying to dig some of this out, right here, that right there is paint. That's paint, dry. All right, that's 2 pieces of dry paint, and now you got a big ass hole right there in the lip. You see that? That's the lip. Oh, and the metal is just cracking right there. That's the metal that's just bending with the finger right there. There's no sealing anymore because they couldn't put the thing on there right and have dry paint. This is all dry paint. I grew up with a dad and everything that would beat our ass if his paint got dry like this. You know, he'd be highly upset. Ever since day one that I started here, brand new paint cans like this would be dried out. You know, and that's all you gotta do to seal the can. That right there is ridiculous. Half these cans and stuff not labeled and everything at the moment either. I mean, yeah, I got a little bit of color and paint on the outside that's picked up. At this point, I'm just kind of frustrated about how dumb this BS is. Alright, this one's mostly sealed. It's kind of like a black paint or dark brown. And a lot of these, they sit in here for a while and everything. That's most of the water and oil right there. And you can sort of see further back up here on this top part right there. That's where all the actual paint is. It's a little bit more mushy, like what do you call it? Like pudding. It's a little bit hard and mushy, like pudding. You know? It's frustrating seeing something that you grew up on and everything, and people just effing it up, you know. They just literally, they don't care to the point of taking care of other people's stuff, specifically when the other people are paying you to paint something and you don't do it correctly. You just get in there, okay, I had to paint, you know, I had to paint, I did this, I did that. Okay, now what'd you do with the paint and the tools and stuff, so I can go back and check and make sure everything's killed, you know, good. This is, I believe this is the paint that I'm looking for. It's a lighter color when it's wet, but when it dries dark. You can clearly see that it doesn't really look like it's been used. So I got my paint stick here. I'm gonna drill real quick. We're whipping up a thing of paint smoothie. Now, back the other way. Alright, so just for y'all people that don't really think too much, now you're dripping with a lot of paint. You're in a place. Alright? You're in a place you can't really do anything about that wet paint. Here's an idea. Get a cup like this. It's about the same size. Alright, with a lid. Just take your old straw out and everything. Alright. Take the cup, set that down right there. Poke the stick right there through the top. I'm gonna take the cup, put it like that, close the lid, pull this up just a little bit like that. Alright. And then you take your drill, put your drill back on, tighten it back down. Alright. And tighten that. Alright. Doesn't matter what happens to the lid. Most of the paint comes off. All that the loose part of the paint just flings off. So at this point, you can just loosen this back up real quick. At this point, loosen it back up, take the stick out. You can set the stick right there, just like that. Just like that, you can just set it aside, and anything that's still on there will drip down the stick into the cup. That way, one, you sort of save some of that and everything. So I'm gonna put this drill bit back on, and then I'm gonna do so this doesn't like slop all over the place. I'm going to take this paint shield or putty knife, what other people will call this. This is a putty knife. All right, it is a putty knife. Other people call it paint shield, as in a paint shield. All right. So what I'm gonna do, it's not really idea to do this with a paintbrush once it's already been painted, but it will sort of help kind of dip it off a little bit. All right, just like that. You got stuff just enough to soak the brush with. All right, so you don't drip. We go sideways with this real quick. And in there, go back and forth. Make sure that it gets all nice and covered there. So that was weird. Kid comes in, nearly runs me over with the door just now, coming in, and then coming in here, it looked like he was hiding or something from somebody. So he just went out that door there to the right. Comes in here for a few minutes with his phone. Now you can see him walking off right there. So just before he walked in the door and everything, I could hear a police car outside by the road and everything. So I don't know what that was about. It's just kind of weird because it's not raining outside at the moment, and he comes in just to stand there for like 2-3 minutes, whips out his phone, looks at it, and then walks off and leaves out the door. It's just very strange. But yeah, other than that, when you have one of these paint holes, with the paint stir on it like that, it's best to get a cup like this when you have the drill. Just stick it in the cup through the lid and shut it, and then drill the paint off of it, and it'll cover the inside. And also, you can stand it up just like that, and it stands straight up, just like a regular cup. So, just wanted to throw that out there. Found the paint that's supposed to be the same color as the doors. So, alright. So, got a little bit of a dirt problem here on top of the washer. Now we gotta kind of clean it off a little bit. But yeah, that was just slightly on the strange part, you know. Thought about asking him if he was hiding from somebody, because I heard the sirens go by. Gotta turn off the light. So, the moral of the story at the moment now, we came over here to paint real quick. There's this spot right here that was supposed to be white. There was a white square that my manager had asked me to come over and paint if I could real quick and do that. So I came over here, and when I came over here, it was slightly already painted and everything. I don't know why. Do I have comments? Okay. There's no comments right now. So my manager asked me, hey, can you come over here? Can you go and paint this? Yeah. So, could you go paint this? Or could you paint this, please? Sorry. This is what that door looked like. Or if I could get it to not like that. There you go. You can sort of see it. That's what that door looked like right here in that spot. So when we zoom in a little bit, hopefully the light doesn't abstract it. So that's what that looked like. That's what we needed to come over and paint, that the manager asked us to. But apparently somebody else, I guess the painter, came over here and painted real quick, but they didn't do a very good job of it. You could still see paint behind it that was white, and it was very like, oh, I gotta do this real quick, just do it real quick, you know, just paint it real quick and get it done, and that's it. And then every time you come in or go out the door, it would look bad because you could see brush strokes, you could see the brush hairs where the brush was when they painted it. So now that I came over, you want to go this way, back and forth, right here, back and forth like this, all the way down, kind of spread the paint a little bit, dip it one or two more times, and then do up and down brush strokes, just like that, so you can paint it. All right, that spot right there, it's going to start becoming just as dark as this once it dries. So once that dries, and everything, then it will be a lot better. Alright. Until then, we will see you on the next video, guys. And that's good now. Until then, bye.